So last time we talked about, what did we talk about last time? I think the last thing we talked about was, okay, let me share the book with you. Yes, special days.
Yeah, special days.
Yes, I think special days is an easy lesson. It's not a difficult lesson because the focus is mostly on dates, how to talk about the months of the year, how to say congratulations. So this is what we talked about yesterday. So we agreed that on birthdays, we should say happy birthday. And on anniversaries, we should say happy anniversary. If someone has a baby boy or a baby girl, we say congratulations. And if it's New Year's, we say Happy New Year. So we talked about this. We also talked about the months and how to say January and February, how to say them correctly. What else did we talk about? I think the last exercise we finished was number 7. We finished number 7, the listening exercise. If you remember, we did this listening exercise, and I think that's it. That was the last thing we talked about. Okay, so let's do number 8, and let's talk about 4 dates that are important to you. So what about you, Kilani? Can you think? You don't have to think of 4, even 2. If you could think of 2 dates which are important to you, and you can tell us why are these dates important to you.
Okay. 5th of May.
The 5th of May.
Because my date of birth.
You mean the 5th of May is your birthday? Okay, good.
Yes, and 20th October.
The 20th of October, okay. Why is the 20th of October important?
Because graduation from secondary school.
20th of when did you say?
October.
October. That's strange. Do you finish at October? Do you finish high school in October?
حتى الشهادة يعني لما طلعوا النتيجة.
Okay. So it's the day you got your results.
Yes.
I understand. Okay, I see. Okay, that's nice.
And 15th of August. Because of birth of my mom.
Your mother's birthday.
Yes.
Okay.
And 20th of March.
Why is the 20th of March important to you?
Because the birthday of my dad.
That's interesting. So your parents' birthday, your birthday, and your graduation day from high school. That's good. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay, what about you, Samiha? Can you think of 4 dates? You don't have to think of 4, but maybe a few dates which are important in your life and why?
Okay. First date is 2nd of December, 2016. It was the date of my first baby birthday.
That's nice.
Okay. Yes. And 20th of May, 2019, my birthday of my second boy.
Okay. The birth of your second boy.
Yes.
So 2 important dates to you.
Yes, that's the most important.
For me, the only important day is the 24th of February, because that is when I came into this world. Any other date is not very important for me. So only this date is important.
Yeah.
الأربعة الثانيين هو نفس التاريخ.
Sorry?
ثلاثة التواريخ الثانيات نفس التاريخ هو.
ايوه كلهم التانيين نفس التاريخ هذا، وهذا أهم واحد فيهم. الباقي مش مهمات.
Okay.
Okay. So here the idea in number 8 is just to talk about dates, because this lesson the focus is talking about dates. So you can do it in 2 ways. So you can say the 5th of September, or you can say September the 5th. So you can do it in English. You can always do the dates in 2 different ways. So you could say I was born on the 5th of May, or I was born on May the 5th. So you could do it in 2 ways. So this was, of course, this was yesterday. This was the focus of, not yesterday, I mean last lesson. All right, let's move on. Here, I think we have a listening exercise. All right. So let me explain this listening exercise. So here in the picture, you can see we have Tanya, and we have her husband, Simon. So this is Tanya, and this is Simon. Okay, so they're thinking about their friend Tom. Okay, so they have a friend here. Their friend is Tom, and it's Tom's birthday. Okay, so they want to buy him. A gift for his birthday, birthday present. So let's listen to this exercise. But I think maybe it's better if we take a minute and we read the conversation first. And then after that, we can listen to it, okay?
Okay.
So take a minute, just listen to this. Okay, so let's prepare the track, the listening track. I think I need to share the screen. Okay, did you read the conversation?
Yes, we read
Okay.
it.
All right, good. Okay, so I think we're ready to listen to it now. Okay. Here we are.
By Chris Redston and Gilly Cunningham.
You can hear
Published
the track,
by Cambridge
right?
University Press.
Yes.
Okay.
Baby boy.
Recording 3.8.
Happy birthday.
What about a Star Trek DVD?
7.
Let's get him a book.
Okay, so this is the right track, but I need to go back to the beginning.
Okay, I know. He's got a new DVD player. Let's buy him a DVD.
That's a good...
2. When's your birthday?
So it's the track after this one,
The
okay?
13th of December.
Oh, that's on Tuesday.
3.
When's Mother's Day?
This year...
March the 14th. Oh, that's next week.
4.
When do your courses finish?
They all finish on the 2nd of July.
5.
Excuse me, what's the date today?
It's, October the 20th.
Thanks a lot.
6.
When's Jim and Mary's wedding day?
I think it's the 1st of February.
Oh no, that's today.
Recording 3.14.
Okay, so now this is our track. Okay, so Suhaib is here. Let's just wait for him so he can listen to it. Hi Suhaib, how are you today? Can you hear us, Suhaib? Okay, so we're going to do exercise number 9. So here we have a conversation between Tanya and her husband. They're planning on buying a present for their friend Tom. Let's listen. Let's listen.
September the 5th.
The 13th of December.
Sorry, not this one. Is it this one?
March the 14th.
Strange.
The 2nd of July.
October the 20th.
The 1st of February.
Recording 3.15.
This one now.
What's the date today?
The 10th. Why?
It's Tom's birthday tomorrow. What shall we get him?
Let's get him a book.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I know. He's got a new DVD player. Let's buy him a DVD.
That's a good idea. What about a Star Trek DVD?
Yes, or The Simpsons.
Oh, yes. Let's give him the new Simpsons DVD. Then we can watch it first.
Okay. Do you want to listen again?
Yes.
All right. Let's listen again. Okay, let's listen again and let's get all the words.
Two. When's your birthday?
The 13th of December.
This year it's on March.
Why?
5.
Excuse me, what's the date today?
It's,
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
The 1st of February.
Okay, the one after this.
Recording 3.15.
Okay, here we go.
What's the date today?
The 10th. Why?
It's Tom's birthday tomorrow. What shall we get him?
Let's get him a book.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I know. He's got a new DVD player. Let's buy him a DVD.
That's a good idea. What about a Star Trek DVD?
Yes, or The Simpsons.
Oh, yes. Let's give him the new Simpsons DVD. Then we can watch it first.
Okay. Did you get all the answers or would you like to listen again?
Okay.
Not all the answers.
Not all of them? Okay, so let's try to see our answers first and then we can confirm the answers by listening the last time, okay? Walaikum salam. Hi, Suhaib. Good. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
All right. Did you hear the track? Did you hear the story between Tanya and the husband, the conversation?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Good. Okay, so let's see the answers. So, Samiha, you can be Tanya, and Kilani, you can be Simon, okay?
Okay. What's the date today?
Can you repeat it again, please, Kilani?
The 10th. Why?
It is Tom's birthday tomorrow. What shall we get him?
Let's give him a book.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I know he's got a new DVD player. Let's buy him a DVD.
That's a good idea. What's about a Star Trek DVD?
Yes, or the Sims.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's give him the new Simpson DVD. Then we can watch it first, I think.
Correct. That's right.
Yes.
Very nice. Very good. So all the answers are correct. Okay. So that's good.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the right answers for the conversation between Tanya and her husband Simon. Okay. So now let's go to number 10 here. So here we are going to learn about suggestions, how to make suggestions. Okay, who can explain to me what suggestions means not in Arabic? Explain it in English. Who can explain suggestions in English? Suhaib, can you try? Do you know the word suggestions? In English? Can you explain it in English?
No.
Is it a new word?
Yes, a new
No,
one.
no.
I don't know. It's me.
Kilani, okay, Kilani, you know suggestions, don't say it in Arabic.
أعرفها بالعربي لكن بالإنجليزي ما أعرفش.
لا لا بالعربي ما
What do you think he need or she need?
Okay, so it's if you want to help or if you want to give someone an idea or if you want to help someone, you can give him a suggestion. So,
Yes.
so for example, let's say it's the summer, okay? And your friend feels very hot. So you can give a suggestion. You can say, maybe you should have some cold water.
Just prediction.
Yes.
Kilani, yes.
Understand the word.
Just a prediction about.
Like not exactly
Give
like
an idea.
different.
Give idea for something.
Yes.
Yes.
Give an idea to help. Give an idea to help.
Yes.
So in Arabic, what is it, Samiha?
اقتراح.
Exactly. That's it. Correct. Yes. This is the right word. So you're helping someone with an idea. This is the idea. All right. So here in this exercise, we will learn how to ask for suggestions and how to make suggestions. Okay. So if you're not sure about something, you don't know how to do something, or you don't know what to do, and you want to ask your friend for suggestions, you can use this expressions. You can use this expression. So what should we put here? What's the word? There's a word we should use here. What is it? Can you remember from the conversation? I'll take you back to the conversation. You can see it. So just copy it from the conversation.
What do you think? What's...
Yeah, shall.
What shall we?
Correct. So here, can you see it here, Samiha? What shall we get him?
Yes.
So this way, you can ask about suggestions. So you can say, what shall we get him? So here you can use shall, but shall is used, I think, more in British English than American English. There's nothing wrong with it, but you can also use should. So you have shall here. Let's write it there. What shall we buy him? All right, so this is one way to ask for a suggestion. Okay, so you can say, what shall we buy him? What shall we do? Where shall we go? Do you get the idea? So this is good for asking for suggestions. What about making suggestions? Let's go to the conversation and let's see.
What about? What about?
Yeah, this is the second one. Correct?
Okay.
So what about a DVD? So we can write what here? What about a DVD? What about a book? Right? So if your friend asks you and you have a birthday, or you want to visit your, maybe your parents, and your sister asks you, what shall we bring our mother? What shall we get her, right? So you're not sure, so you ask your sister.
Let's get him.
Very good, let's. Okay.
Let's get him.
So this is how you make, let me show you here. Let's, do you see let's?
Yes.
That's another way of making a suggestion, okay? So let's write it here. Let's write it. So you can say let's, and let's is always written like this with an apostrophe. I think, I'm not sure, but I think let's is let us. Let us. And they put it together. Let's becomes one word. Let's get him a book. Let's buy him a DVD. Let's give him, let's have a walk. Let's go to the beach. So for example, if you're talking with your friend, where shall we go? You don't know where to go, and it's the weekend, so you want to go out. So you ask your friend, where shall we go? Your friend says, let's go to the beach. Or maybe your friend can say, well, what about the beach? So these are ways where you can ask for a suggestion, and you can, you can make a suggestion. And in the third part here, you can respond to a suggestion. So if you like it, and if you like your friend's suggestion, you can say, that's a good
idea.
Idea.
Yeah. So if you agree and you think it's a good, if you think it's a good suggestion, you can say, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. You agree. You think it's a good suggestion. But if you're not sure, what do you say?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I answered. I didn't want to answer. Yeah. So if you're not sure, you say I'm not sure. So I'm not sure. It doesn't mean no, by the way. It means give us another idea. Make another suggestion. This is the meaning. So maybe this one is not very good. I don't know. I'm not sure. But if you don't like the suggestion and if you disagree, you can say, no, I don't think so. So no, I don't think so. It means you disagree with the suggestion. This means you don't think this suggestion is a good suggestion. You want something else. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so here very quickly again, in this part we learned how to ask for suggestions, how to make suggestions, and how to respond to suggestions. Okay, let's see in page 127, maybe there's extra information. Let's check very quickly and see maybe there are some tips you can learn. 129. Oops, 129, not 130. It said 129, right? Or 127? Can't remember. Ah, here it is. 127. Okay, so it's asking for suggestions. What shall we buy him? What shall we get him? What shall we give her? Let's. So our answers are correct. Let's see the tip. We use the infinitive after what shall we and let's. Okay, so if you use what shall we to ask for suggestions, or if you use let's to make a suggestion, you should use the infinitive after it, okay? So you should say, what shall we buy? What shall we do? What shall we eat? If you're in a restaurant, you can ask your friend, what shall we eat, right? So the idea, always use an infinitive after. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we always use an infinitive after shall. What shall we? Infinitive. And the same thing with let's. If you use let's, you should also use an infinitive. Okay. So I think that's all. The rest, there's nothing new here in the revision. Let's go back. So let's go back. Okay, not this page, page 29. Okay, so here we have a little bit of listening. Let's check this listening exercise. So here it says listen and practice. Work in pairs, practice conversation until you remember it. Use today's date. Okay, so here we just want to, I think we want to practice how to make suggestions and how to ask for suggestions and how to respond to suggestions. So, so here I want you to listen, but I also want you to repeat, okay? So listen and practice. Right after you listen, you can say it again, all right? So let me play the track. So here we want to listen and practice.
Recording 3.16.
What shall we get him for his birthday?
Okay, you can repeat it. Hello, can you hear me?
What shall we get him for his birthday?
Correct. What shall we get him for his birthday? Okay. Can you repeat it?
سمعتها في الأخير بس.
سمعتهاش كويسة.
Okay, no problem. لا هو صعب الرجوع هنا التراك كلها مع بعض. خلينا نديروا اللي بعدها. Okay, so listen to the next one and repeat. Okay.
Okay.
Let's get him a book.
Let's get him a book.
Correct.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Let's buy him a DVD.
Let's get him a book.
Let's buy him a DVD.
That's a good idea.
I'm not sure.
That's a good idea.
What about a Star Trek DVD?
What about the Star Trek DVD?
Good idea.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
What about the Star Trek DVD?
Recording 3.
اوكي صهيب اعتقد انت ممكن عندك مشكله في الكونكشن الصوت يوصل لك مخر شويه. Okay, so number 12, it says work in groups of 4, make a list of birthday parties, choose one birthday present from your list for each student. Draw presents. I don't think this is important. I think we can skip it. All right, so let's move on to our next subject, our next lesson. Okay, so this one is, we're going to talk about frequency adverbs, all right? And we'll talk a little bit about subject and object pronouns, and we'll also continue talking about present simple and routines. Okay, do you see the title of the lesson? Early bird or night owl? What do you think this means, early bird or night owl? What do you think the meaning is? What's your opinion, Kilani, when we say early bird and night owl? What's an owl, by the way, in English? Who can explain what an owl is? Suhaib, do you know what an owl is?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us what it is in English?
It's a bird.
Correct. Does it live in the... When is it awake? Is it awake in the morning or at night?
At night.
Correct. What does it eat? Does it eat fruit?
No.
What does it eat?
Eat a small bird.
Correct. Small birds and mice, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know which bird he's talking about? Samiha, do you know what bird he's talking about? The owl.
Yes. Yes.
What is it in Arabic?
Boma.
Correct. Correct. All right. So this is an owl. So this is what Suhaib was talking about, and he's right. So this bird, it's awake at night, and it eats small birds, and it eats mice, which is correct. Okay, so here when we say early bird or night owl, do we mean a real bird, or do we mean this about people? What do you think?
It's about people.
Yes. So when we say early bird, we're not talking about birds. We're talking about people.
Person.
About a person. And when we say night owl, we're not talking about real owls, but we're talking about people, okay? So here, this is the meaning. Let's do, but before we do this, I think we need to do this first. So in the reading, we will see what this means exactly, okay? So don't worry, you will understand it in a minute. But before we go to early bird and night owl, let's talk a little bit here in number 1 about adverbs of frequency. So here we have something called adverbs of frequency, or we can say frequency adverbs. So I think you know these words, like always, often, usually, sometimes, right? Yes. So here we want to put them in order, okay? So we want to put them from maximum to minimum, or from 100% to 0%.
Okay.
Okay. So each time, okay, you can start with the first word, Kilani. Choose any word and put always. Where do we want to put it always?
Maximum to minimum.
All right. So you want always here, right? With 100. Okay. What's the next one? Samiha, what do you think?
I think usually.
Usually. Mm-hmm. Do you agree, Soy? Do you think it's usually?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Soy, tell us the next one. Which is the next one?
Often.
Mm-hmm. And Kilani, the next one?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, Samiha, the last one? There's one left.
Never.
All right. So never is 0. Okay, so let's check. Let's see if this is right or not. In page 126, let's confirm this. Let's see if this is correct or not. On page 127. 126, I mean. Okay, can you see it? At the bottom right?
Yes.
So this means your answer is correct. Always, usually, often, sometimes, hardly ever, and never. So all of them are correct. Very good. All right. So here in the second part of the question, it says, read the questionnaire. Tick your answers, okay? So what do you think questionnaire means? What do we mean by questionnaire? Do you know the word questionnaire?
No.
Sorry?
No.
Okay, I'll show you a questionnaire. This is a questionnaire. Like this. So here they give you a question and you choose the one which is true for you. So if it's correct, if it has correct information about you, then you choose it. For example, number 1, when I get up in the morning, A, I'm always happy and I have a lot of energy. Or I'm sometimes happy, but I don't have a lot of energy. Or I'm not very happy and I never have a lot of energy. So this means there's no right or wrong answer. There's only one answer for you. So maybe my answer is different from Kilani, maybe different from Samiha, maybe different from Suhaib. Do you get the idea? Each person will answer depending on yourself, on your information. Do you get the idea? So this is a questionnaire. So in Arabic, what does it mean, questionnaire?
استبيان.
Yes, correct. استبيان مسح. لا استبيان أحسن هون. مسح يقولوا survey في العادة. استبيان ممكن أحسن نترجم. Okay, so here they want you to read the questionnaire and just choose A, B, or C. Okay, and after you do that, here it says, what's your score? Okay, because then after we choose, here I think we have to, it's a good idea if you write your answers on a paper. If you have a paper or in your notebook, in your, even on your cell phone, on your mobile, if you write A, number 1A, number 2, C, number 3, A, number, okay? Just write them. Because after that, we're going to go to page 158 and we will check the answers because we're going to do some calculation, okay? So maybe A has 3 points, maybe B has 2, maybe C has 1, or maybe the opposite. Maybe A 1, maybe C 2, maybe C. Do you understand? There's a calculation.
Yes.
So you should write your answer, okay?
Okay.
All right, so take a few minutes, take some time, read this questionnaire. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. So read the questionnaire and choose the right answer for yourself, okay? And I'm going to do that. And I'm going to write my answers too. Okay, have you finished?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so let's check the answers. All right, so we need to go to page 158 and we can calculate our scores. So let's go and check. Is it 158? Ah, this is not 158. Okay, here it is, this page. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here it is. This one, the first one. Can you see the table?
Yeah.
Okay, so so number 1, A, B, C. You can see the points. Number 2, A, B, C. And so just calculate your points, okay?
Okay.
All right. Did you get the idea? Do you understand how to do it?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, who finished calculating?
Not yet.
Okay.
9.
You got 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you got 9, this means this is your part here. So if you got 9, can you see the paragraph
Yes.
here?
Yes.
From 8 to 11.
Yes.
So read this and tell us if it's true or not.
You're not a night owl or an early bird, so you're probably an afternoon person. You probably get up early in the week and then sleep a lot at the weekend.
Do you think this is true? Is this true about you?
Yes, but sleep a lot at the weekend, no.
Aha, so you don't sleep a lot at the weekend.
Yes.
Okay, okay. What about you, Suhaib? What's your result?
Yes.
What did you get?
Not yet. I'm not finished.
Okay, okay. Samiha, did you calculate? Okay, also Samiha, not yet. For me, I got 15. So it says, I'm a night owl. I go out a lot in the evening and watch TV late at night. But you're probably not a good person to have breakfast with. Maybe this is true.
It's true.
It's a bit true, yes, but I think it's true except for this part, the one about go out a lot in the evening. Maybe now because of Corona and because of the problems with petrol, maybe this is not true. But the rest, I think, is true. I usually watch my movies and shows late at night. Sometimes at breakfast time, because I have late breakfast, so I don't know. Okay, so what did you get?
14.
14. Okay, so you're a bit like me, I think. Okay, read this, Suhaib, and tell me if you think it's true. Oops. If you think it's true about you or not true.
You're definitely a night owl. You probably go out a lot in the evening and watch TV late at night. But you're probably not a good person to have breakfast with.
Mm-hmm. Do you think this is true about you or
Yes,
not?
it's true.
It's true. Okay. Okay. Well, what about you, Samiha? Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. Did you calculate your points?
Yes.
What's your result? What's your total?
9.
9. So you're like Kilani, I think, in the middle.
Yes.
Okay. Do you agree with the information here? Do you think it's true about you or not all of it? What's your opinion? Okay, I think she's gone. All right, so we can go back. So this is what they mean by night owl and early bird. Okay, so if you wake up early, this means you're an early bird because you because you like to wake up early and you're active in the morning. So if you're a person who's active in the morning, who has a lot of energy in the morning, who likes to work in the morning and eat in the morning and does everything early, in English we use an expression, يعني التعبير هذا مجرد يعتبر تعبير. Early bird means someone who likes the morning, okay? And night owl is the opposite. It means someone who's usually awake at night or works at night or likes to go out at night, watches movies at night, okay? So this is what we mean by early bird and night owl. Okay, so now that we compared our results, how many of your answers are the same? I think Kilani and Samiha had a similar result, and Suhaib also had a similar result. Okay, so now let's do.
This is what.
Sorry.
We got routine in this time.
Yes, we got a similar result. Yes, you got 14, I got 15. So we are the same here. Maybe all Suhaibs are night owls. I don't know. Maybe this is true. Okay, let's do number 3 here. So it says word order of frequency adverbs. Okay, so here in this box, we will learn how to put frequency adverbs, how to use them in the right way. Do we put them before verbs, after verbs, before verb to be, after verb to be? So we will try to do this correctly. Okay, so it says first thing, number 3A. Let's find the frequency adverbs in the questionnaire. So let's go back in the questionnaire and let's underline all the frequency adverbs, okay? So let's find them. And let's underline them. So number 1, can you see it? The first one?
Yes.
Yes, always.
So this is the first one. Okay, the second one,
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Correct. I'm not very happy. And I?
And never.
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 Right. Okay, number 2, we have?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Always.
Always.
Hardly ever.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly.
Correct.
Always.
Next one,
Always.
Usually.
Usually. Often.
Often.
Mm-hmm.
And never.
And also we have never.
Always. Sometimes. Never.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
Mm-hmm. And the last one?
Always. Sometimes. Never.
Okay. Okay, so I think we found all of them, but let's now go back to the question and let's see what they want. So in the question, they're asking us, frequency adverbs, they come before or they come after verb to be. Let's check. So here we say, I'm always happy. I'm sometimes happy. So where's verb to be here?
Am.
Very good. And do we use the adverb of frequency before am or after am?
After.
After.
Correct. So this means we can choose after. The first one is after. Where is it? Let's use the circle. Okay, so this means adverbs of frequency, they go after verb to be. Okay, let's check the other verbs. So it says frequency adverbs go before or after other verbs. Let's look for an example with other verbs, okay? So look at this one. I sometimes get up. So get up is a normal verb.
Yes.
I always get up. And here I always watch, I usually record, I usually stay, I usually see, I sometimes have, I hardly ever see. So in these examples, did we use the frequency adverb? Did we use it before the verb or after the verb?
Before the verb.
Correct. So we used it before the verb. So if it's verb to be, use it after. But if it's another verb, use it before. Okay? So this is the idea. This is the rule.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's use this rule and let's use it to answer question number 4, okay? So here number 4, it says put an adverb frequency, a frequency adverb in these sentences and make them true for you. So here we have optional answers, okay? You can say, for example, I get up at 8 in the morning. You can say, I always get up at 8 in the morning. I sometimes get up. I never get up. I hardly ever get up. I usually get up. So here, just use it about yourself, okay? And we will hear each one of you talk about yourself using these sentences. Okay, so Kilani, if you want, you can. Oh, let's have a minute first. Let's just quickly read them, and then each person can each one of you can add a frequency adverb. Okay, so just read them first. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Kilani, you could start, and then we'll see Suhaib and Samih.
I always have breakfast before 9 a.m. I often tired on Friday evening.
Can you repeat it again?
I'm often tired on Friday evening.
Mm-hmm.
I usually study English in the evening. I'm usually happy on the Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always late for class.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Samiha? Can you tell us about these things using adverb of frequency?
Okay. I always get up at 8 morning.
Okay.
I sometimes have breakfast before 9 a.m.
Nice.
I'm often tired on Friday evenings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always study English in the evening.
Can you repeat number 4, please?
Number 4. I always study English in the evening.
Very good.
I'm usually happy on Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sometimes late for class.
Okay, okay. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. And Suhaib, can you tell us about these things, about these routines?
I sometimes get up at 8 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes have breakfast before 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never tired. Tired on Friday evening.
Okay.
I usually study English in the evening.
Okay.
I'm usually happy on Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sometimes late for class.
All right. Okay. But I noticed that none of you used hardly ever, right?
علاش لا study?
Sorry?
Study علاش مش am study?
Good question. Because study is present simple. Okay. So if I want to make it into a question, I will ask you, do you study? You will say, I study. I go, I sleep, I play football in the morning. I study English in the afternoon. you can't use I'm. You can say I'm a student. That's okay. You can say I'm a student. Yes, but you can't say I'm studying. No, because with verb to be, you can't use a main verb. You can't use infinitive with verb to be. Wrong. Never use infinitive with verb to be. If you want to use infinitive, you have to remove verb to be. Okay.
وباقي الجملة
بصفة عامة هذه خدها قاعدة. ديما تخيل الانفينيتيفز تخيلهم ان هم برشلونة والفيرب تو بي ريال مدريد، ما تحطهمش مع بعض في نفس ما يركبوش
مجموعة
ما يمشوش مع بعض. بصفة عامة انت حتى بالمعنى لو تجيبوها بالمعنى ممكن يساعدكم.
باقي الجمل علاش قال ام ليت؟
late لانها صفة adjective. I'm late ما هياش verb. وhappy نفس الشيء لاحظها I'm happy حتى هي نفس الشيء صفة I'm happy. I'm tired صفة ثانية كلهم صفات. فهذه قصة يعني. فverb to be يعتبر كينونة بتتكلم به على كينونة ال subject pronoun على كينونة الفاعل. الفاعل اللي هو هنا I اللي هو أنت. مرات يكون you are tired, you are always tired on Friday evenings مثلا. فهنا بندوي على كينونة اللي هو you كينونتك أنت الفاعل. هذه الفكرة يعني. Okay, so this is
علاش قالوا Monday morning؟ شنو عندهم في الماندي؟
Monday mornings اللي هو بداية الأسبوع عندهم. زي احنا بتكون بالنسبة لنا اللي هي Sunday mornings احنا عندنا. تبدأ طالعة من عطلة الجمعة والسبت الويكند وبيبدأ لك روتين القراية الممل أو الشغل. عرفت كيف؟ فهم بالنسبة لهم نعم.
I'm never happy on Monday.
بالضبط هي I'm never happy. يا أخي هم بالنسبة لهم روتينهم العمل القاسي شوي أكثر من احنا. فهم هذا أسوأ يوم عندهم صبحية الاثنين هذه very bad. Okay.
It's a long time.
Sorry, Suhaib?
A long time for what?
Yes, they work for a long time. Yes, they work for long hours. Work is difficult in the West, in the US and in Europe. Okay, so this is the idea of frequency adverbs. They're easy to use, I think, but they're important because they help us. يعني فكرتهم يوروك مدى تكرارك للشيء هذا. فأنت لما تقول مثلا I always get up at 8 o'clock. أنت لما حد يقول لي I always get up at 8 o'clock يعني حنفهم أن الشيء هذا يوميا يدير فيه معناها كل يوم every day. بس لو شخص يقول لي I sometimes wake up I sometimes get up at 8 o'clock يعني نفهم معناها مش ديما يوم يوم لا. فهذه أهمية frequency adverbs. They show us how often something happens. How often معناها مدى تكرار الشيء هذا. فمرات يجيك سؤال يقولك How often do you study English? How often do you study English معناها بتجاوبها بالfrequency adverbs. بتقول له I always study English. I study English every day. ولا مثلا I sometimes study English. I hardly ever study English. I usually study English. فأنت بتوصف له مدى تكرارك للأكشن اللي هو في الحالة هذه study.
Can I say twice in a week?
Correct. You can say I study English twice a week. I study English twice a week. طبعا همالي في الآخر اللي هم زي twice a week, once a week, every day. حتى هم يعتبروا الصغار عم frequency adverbs. يعني يسموا فيهم عادة يقولونهم frequency expressions. تعبيرات تكرارية يعني. فيعتبروا الوظيفة متاعهم نفس الوظيفة. غردوك نحط فيهم في الأخير. بدل ما نقولوا I never get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. تقول I get up at 8 o'clock in the morning once a month. مثلا. ولا I have breakfast before 9 a.m. I have breakfast before 9 a.m. twice a week or every day. وهكذا.
Yes.
Okay, so let's check number 5. ممكن في تمرين رقم 5 حيتكلمون عليهم. لا هم لا في المستوى الثاني كان في درس خاص به. خلينا نشوف على احتياط بس الدرس اللي بعده ممكن متكلمين عليهم. لا حتى الدرس الجاي لا. Okay, so let's go to our next exercise. Okay, نتكلموا شوية عن اللي هو subject pronouns و object pronouns. طبعا subject pronouns ديما subject اللي يعني بها يقصدوا بها الفاعل، والobject اللي هو المفعول به. pronoun اللي هو ضمير، يعني ضمائر الفاعل ضمائر المفعول به. اوكي؟ فضمائر الفاعل اللي ما نعرفوه من قبل اللي هم واضحات، اللي هم زي الاي واليو والهي والشي وات والوي والذي. اللي هو بالعربي انا انت هو هي، يعني نعرفوهم هذول مستعملينهم بكثره. نجوا لضمائر المفعول به نتكلم عليهم شويه حتى. Okay, let's start with the exercise number 5 here. It says, look at the words in bold. Okay, which are the subject pronouns and which are the object pronouns? Okay, so here, I often phone her at 11 o'clock or 11 p.m. We usually see him in the week. Okay, so which ones are subject pronouns and which ones are object pronouns?
I subject pronoun.
Correct.
And her object pronoun.
Right. Okay, that's correct. What about the second example? We usually see him in the week.
Subject. Him object pronoun.
Correct. That's right. Yes. Okay. So this is the idea. How can you translate? How can you translate the second sentence in Arabic?
Which one?
The second sentence. We usually see him in the week. How do we translate it to Arabic?
يعني في العادة احنا نشوفه فيه يعني اسبوع.
بالضبط صح. ولو بدي لها بالفصحى كيف حتجيك؟
نحن عادة
نقابله صح؟ نقابله خلال الأسبوع مثلا. فهي طب بالعربي احنا اللي بتجي في الها هذه نقابله، الها هذه هذه الهم بالنسبة لهم. لأن نقابل فعل عادي infinitive هي سي، لكن نقابله نقابلها نقابلهم الضمير هذا اللي احنا نديروا فيه في الأخير في العربي هو هذا الأوبجكت pronoun اللي هو يحل محل المفعول به يعني. ولا I often phone her، أنا في العادة أكلمها أكلمه، أنا في العادة أكلمهم لما نقول I often phone them. فهي هذه الفكرة، فكرة المفعول به يعني ضمير بدل المفعول به، هذه الفكرة.
في العادة يجي في الآخر جملة.
يس صح، زي في العربي احنا في العادة في الأخير أنا أقابله يعني بيجيك لأنك في الأول بتدي على روحك أنا، بعدين أقابله اللي بتقول في الآخر. فنفس الشيء عادة object pronoun يكونوا في الآخر. Okay, let's complete the table and then we can check page 127. Maybe there are extra tips. Okay, so I and me. You. It's the same. So, okay. He. Him. Mm-hmm. She.
Her. It.
Us. Yeah.
We, us.
Mm-hmm.
They, him.
Them.
Right.
They, them.
Mm-hmm. Us. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a question. So here, okay, can you see the sentence?
Yes.
What's the difference between her and her? Or is it the same or is it different?
No, it's different.
Why?
Positive.
Adjective and object.
Yes. Her فاطمة الثاني second.
اوكي صح، معناها الثانية her name
ثانية.
possessive
لولا.
adjective.
Yes.
الثانية متاع ملكية اسمها right؟
Yes.
لكن الأولى I talk to her. Here it's an object pronoun.
Yes.
Do you get the idea? It's يعني في الشكل نفس الشيء her لكن مش نفس الher هي. الأولى هي لو الثانية her name هنا اللي هي possessive فيها ملكية اسمها. هنا في قصة فيها ملكية لكن هنا ما فيش ملكية. هنا بدل المفعول به. اوكي؟ يعني هنا الهير نقدر نبدلها بالمفعول به اللي في الجملة اللي هي فاطمة. نقدر نقول I talked to Fatima last night. يعني هيك صح. طبعا غير تبدأ الجملة غبية شوية ركيكة لكن نحويا صح. I talked to Fatima last night and she told me her name was Fatima. لكن لو نبغى نكتب فاطمة في الأول فبنضطر نحاول لمنع التكرار. فشو حنقول؟ نقول and she told me her name مثلا فخلاص قالت لي اسمها. وإلا نقدر نديرها بالطريقة الأولى. نقدر نقول I talked to her last night and she told me her name. حتى هيك صح. حتى من غير name was. ما اعطيتكش الاسم. قلت لك أنا كلمتها وقالت لي اسمها. مش لازم تعرف اسمها. Okay. So the idea فكرتي اللي بنوصلها إن الher والher مش نفس الher. Okay. ما همش نفس. بالضبط. الأولى object pronoun والثانية possessive. Okay, I'll give you another example. Okay.
Okay.
So he told me that he brought it with him, but he didn't tell me where it's from. What's the difference between the first it and the second it?
The second it is subject.
Yes, very good. It's subject. Because we
And
have verb to be with it, where it is from.
And the first was object.
Correct.
Object first.
Yes, and the first one is an object. طبعا في الحقيقة ما تهمناش هالبرا تزبطوهم object ولا subject. في العادة ما يجيكمش تمارين زي هذه غير كي وخلاص هذه كتوضيح لا أكثر لا أقل. لكن المهم تعرف تستعملها في مكانها وخلاص وهذا اللي ممكن أهم حاجة. Okay, so let's check the revision here or the summary. نشوف الموجز ملخص. Let's check it in page 127 and let's see if there's any extra information or tips. Let's go. So we want 127. Okay, so it's this page. Okay, هذا اللي هو نتكلم عليه. خلينا نشوف in positive and negative sentences, subject pronouns come before the verb and object pronoun come after the verb. I often phone her. We don't usually see him in the mornings. Okay, فما اعطناش معلومات. هل الحاجة الوحيدة قالها لنا in positive سواء كانت positive أو negative ديما اللي هم subject pronoun زي ما قلنا هم الأولاد بيجوا قبل الفعل before the verb. لاحظوا I often phone her. The verb is phone. I often go and I often see her. مثلا I often see her. I بيجيك هو subject pronoun بيجيك قبل الverb اللي هو phone أو see والobject pronoun بيجيك بعد. Okay? And the same thing with the second example. حتى negative نفس القصة. We don't usually see him in the mornings. So we is the subject pronoun. The verb is see. see بتكون sorry قصدي we بتكون قبل see because see is the verb. الهم حتكون بعد الverb. يعني الحاجة الوحيدة المعلومة الوحيدة هنا قصة الترتيب بس. Subject pronoun before the verb, object pronoun after the verb. Okay? Is this point clear? Is it clear, the idea? Suhaib, Kilani?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, all right.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so we have an exercise now. So here it says, find the object pronouns in the questionnaire. What do they refer to? Okay, let's check these two examples. Do you know what it means? لما يقول لك what do they refer to? كلمة refer. Do you know what it means, refer? مر عليكم قبل هذه ولا جديدة؟
Yeah.
Refer to. Yes.
Reference.
نعم. جاية من reference صح؟ الريفرنس اللي هو النون، refer اللي هو الفعل. هنا بمعنى زي ما تقول تعودوا على يعني.
تعود على.
في النحو وفي العادة هم طبعا في استعمالات ثانية لها لكن هنا يقصد بها المعنى النحوي يعني. Check these examples توضح أكثر. When there's a good film on TV, I always watch it to the end. فهنا لاحظ بدل ما نقعد نعود في فيلم نقولها مرة ثانية يعني بدل ما نقول I always watch the film to the end خلاص يعني بدل الفيلم نحط ثاني ضمير في محله وخلاص في الجملة الثانية. عرفتها كيف؟ فهنا في الجملة الأولى أنت قلت when there's a good film on TV I always watch it to the end. it هي تعود على الفيلم بدلتها مش بدلها بديل لها. زي نفس طريقة استعمال اللي هو subject pronoun. مثلا نقول Michael is from the UK. He lives in London. He goes with his friends. فلاحظ على طول بعد ما قلت لك مايكل ما عادش بديت نقول لك مايكل lives, مايكل plays, مايكل ما عادش بنقول نعود لك في الاسم نقول لك هي وخلاص. فهذه نفس الطريقة حتى هو. الobject pronoun يعني غطى عليك ما عادش تحتاج تذكر المفعول به مجرد بدله بضمير. هي هذه فكرة البروناون أصلا. وظيفة الضمير اللي هو التبديل على الاسم بديل ليه يعني ما عادش تضطر أنت تقول صهيب تقول هي بدل سميح حتقول شيء. المرة الأولى بس أذكره باسمه وبعدها تقدر تنوب عليه أو تعود بدله بضمير. هي هذه فكرة البروناون فكرة الضمائر. أوكي معناها we want to find the object pronouns and we want to find what they refer to. وعلى شنو يعودوا على شنو. Okay? So let's go to the questionnaire and let's find all the object pronouns in the questionnaire. Okay, let's zoom a little bit. Let's start in the beginning. Okay, so I'm always happy and I have a lot of energy. I don't think that we have any pronouns here, any object pronouns. I'm sometimes happy, but I don't have a lot of energy. I'm not very happy and I never have a lot of energy. Okay, so I don't think there are any object pronouns here. Okay, let's see the second example. So I sometimes get up before 9. I always get up. I hardly ever get up. Okay, so no pronouns. No object pronoun. Number 3.
Yes, in number 5.
Film.
Number 5.
Film and party.
Film.
Yeah. Yeah, and party. No, but in party they don't use a pronoun. But in number 5 they use an object pronoun, right?
Yes, them.
Correct. Yeah. Okay, so let's do number 3 and number 4. So here we have film and we have it.
It.
Yes.
Okay, I watched the beginning, but I never see the end. And in number 5 we have friends.
Friends and them.
And we have them. And in the second sentence also coffee with them. And I hardly ever see them. So them is the friends. So this means I can remove them and I can put back friends. And
number 6.
Number 6, the same thing, yes. When a friend, but this time it's singular, right? Not plural.
Yes.
A friend. Yes. So a friend means maybe him or her. Him or her. Okay. So the idea is if you want to remove the noun, you can put an object pronoun. If you want to remove the object pronoun, you can put the noun. So here in number 5A and number 5B and C, I can say, I usually see my friends in the afternoon. I sometimes have coffee with my friends in the morning. I hardly ever see my friends before 9 p.m. Do you get the idea? But if you say friends, 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 it's boring. It's too repetitive. في تكرار هذا نقوله them خلاص بنرتاح. Okay, is it clear the idea of object pronouns?
Yes.
All right, okay, good. Okay, so we have another exercise. Let's check it. So here. All right. Now, it says here, listen to Tanya. So we have a listening exercise, okay? So we're going to listen to Tanya. She's going to do the questionnaire, okay? So we're going to write T next to her answers. And after that, we want to see her result. We want to find out what kind of person is she? Is she an early bird or is she a night owl? So we can find out. But first of all, we need to listen to her answering the questionnaire. So let's go back to the questionnaire and let's play the listening track so we can see. So this means you need to write T or whatever. Just write her answers, okay? All right, so let me go back to the listening. Okay, so this. Are you ready?
0.17.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Do you think I'm a happy person in the morning?
Sometimes. Why?
It's a questionnaire. Are you an early bird or a night owl? But I don't have a lot of energy, so that's B.
What are the other questions?
Here, look. Question 2. Well, that's easy. I hardly ever get up before 9 at the weekend.
Yes, that's true.
Right. Question 3. Yes, I often watch films late at night.
But you never see the end.
Yes, that's true. So that's C. Next question. Parties.
Oh, that's easy. You never stay to the end.
True. I never stay to the end, so it's C. Question 5. Well, I usually see friends in the afternoon, I think. Right, the last one. Yes, I'm always happy to talk to friends when they phone before 8.
What? I always answer the phone.
Yes, you answer the phone, then I talk to my friends. So it's A.
Yes, all right.
Right, what's my score then?
Did you get all of the answers?
Yes.
Kilani, did you get all of them?
No, number one.
What about you, Samiha? Did you get all of them?
No, just 5.
Just 5. Just 5. Okay, let's repeat it. Let's go back and let's listen again.
7.
Here it is.
Do you think I'm a happy person in the morning?
Sometimes. Why?
It's a questionnaire. Are you an early bird or a night owl? But I don't have a lot of energy, so that's B.
What are the other questions?
Here, look. Question 2. Well, that's easy. I hardly ever get up before 9 at the weekend.
Yes, that's true.
Right. Question 3. Yes, I often watch films late at night.
But you never see the end.
Yes, that's true. So that's C. Next question. Parties.
Oh, that's easy. You never stay to the end.
True. I never stay to the end, so it's C. Question 5. Well, I usually see friends in the afternoon, I think. Right, the last one. Yes, I'm always happy to talk to friends when they phone before 8.
What? I always answer the phone.
Yes, you answer the phone, then I talk to my friends. So it's A.
Yes, all right.
Right, what's my score then?
Okay, did you get the answers now?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Okay. So let's go and check her answers. Let's see what kind of person she is. All right, so she has number 1. What's number 1?
B.
Okay, so that's 2 points. Number 2?
C.
C.
So C, that's 3 points. Number 3, what does she have?
C.
C.
Number 3?
C.
It's C.
C.
Yeah, C. So number 3 means 2 points.
2.
What about number 4?
C.
C, correct. C also, so it's 1 point. And what about number 5?
A.
It's A, and this means 2 points. What about number 6?
A.
A, and it's also 1 point, right? So this means 4 and 4, 8, 8 and 3, 11. She got 11.
10 maybe.
No, it's 11. 6 and 5 is 11. Her total is 11. So she's like Samiha and Kilani, right?
Yes.
So she's in the middle. So she's not a night owl or an early bird. She's probably an afternoon person. She probably gets up early in the week and then sleeps a lot at the weekend. Okay, so this is about Tanya. All right, let's see. We have a nice revision. Let's do the revision of Unit 3. So let's start with the first one. Okay, so it's here in the revision. Let's check if there's any other questions first. No, number 7 is the last question. Okay, so let's do the revision. So here, just a second, I want to check page 126. Maybe there's extra information in the summary. We just want to check it very quickly. Maybe there's a summary, language summary. I think we checked all of this before, the activity, we did it. We did them together. Okay, so there's no new information. Nothing new. Nothing new. Okay, number 1. So here what we have is write questions with you for the words in bold. So we want to make all these questions with you, okay? So number one, I live in London. The question is, where do you live?
Yes.
Number two, I get up at 7 o'clock. What's the question?
When do you get up?
When do you get up?
Right. Number three?
Where do you work?
Correct.
Where?
That's right. Where? We want where. Number four.
When do you start work?
When do you start work?
Correct. When do you start work? Correct. Number five.
When do you have lunch?
Right. That's correct. When do you have lunch? Six.
When do you finish work?
When do you finish work? Correct.
Where do you have dinner?
Where do you have dinner?
All right. Yes. Where do you have dinner? And the last one?
When do
you go to bed?
Go to bed.
Correct.
When
That's,
do you
that's correct. Okay. Now let's use these questions for conversation. Okay. So, for example, Suhaib, you can ask Samiha these questions, and she will give you her answers. Maybe her answers are different. Okay. So you will ask the question, and she will give you the answer. Okay. And then maybe Kilani can ask you, Suhaib. So you can, but now you can ask Samiha first.
Where do you live?
What? I couldn't understand.
Where do you live?
When do you live?
Where do you live?
Yeah.
Are you there? I think, are you busy, Samiha?
No.
Okay, can you answer the questions? Okay, can you speak close to the mic, Suhaib?
Where do you live?
I live in Libya.
When do you get up?
I get up at 7 a.m.
Where do you work?
I work in a hospital.
When do you start work?
I start work at 8 o'clock.
When do you have lunch?
I have lunch at 2 p.m.
When do you finish work?
I finish work at 1:30. 1:30.
Okay, if you say 1:30, you don't need to say o'clock. O'clock is only when it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Where do you have dinner?
I have dinner at home.
When do you go to bed?
I go to bed at 10 p.m.
Okay, good. All right, so Kilani, you can ask Suhaib some questions, and he will answer you.
Okay. Where do you live?
I live in top.
When do you get up?
I get up at 2 o'clock.
Where do you work?
I work in home.
At home.
Yeah.
Good.
When do you start work?
In a school.
I study.
I start work at 8 a.m.
Okay.
When do you have lunch?
I have lunch at 3 o'clock.
Okay. When do you finish work?
I finish work at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Where do you have dinner?
I have dinner at home.
When do you get up? Or when do you go to?
I go to bed at 3 a.m.
Okay. So you can see these questions are normal questions with WH. These are WH questions for present simple, okay? Okay, now number 2, we want to match a verb. We want to match it to a word, okay? Sometimes a word, sometimes a phrase. What's the difference between a word, a phrase, and a sentence?
Phrase 2 word or more.
2 or 3 words, okay. What about a sentence?
Phrase maybe verb with noun.
Good. Okay, important point. With a phrase doesn't have a noun. So, for example, coffee with friends. So, coffee with friends. When you use coffee with friends, there's no verb. It's not a sentence. But if I say,
they're different.
Yeah, the idea, a phrase doesn't have a verb, but a sentence sometimes has only 3 words. If I say, I like chocolate, do you see this? 3 words only, but this is a sentence because it has a subject and it has a verb. I like chocolate. Subject, verb, object. It has 3 parts. This is a full sentence. I like chocolate. But coffee with friends or to the cinema or your family, these don't have, there's no verb, there's no subject. So we cannot say sentence, we have to say phrase. You get the idea? Okay, so now we want to match. So, eat out, have
coffee with friends.
Okay. Watch
TV.
Go
out.
Go
to the cinema. Go shopping. Eat out. I will
stay in.
Okay. Yeah, maybe go out is not correct. So maybe go to the cinema and
go shopping. Stay out.
Visit your family.
Visit your family.
Do sport.
Stay in.
But we did stay out. Or should we say eat out? It's answered, sorry.
Yeah.
My mistake. So visit friends. Visit family. Visit your family.
Yes.
And stay in. And do sport. Okay. All right, very good. Now,
Maybe the preposition with noun, with verb.
Okay. شنو يسموه؟
Okay.
لما عندنا phrasal verb. صح.
Okay.
That's correct. سمعتكش يا كيلاني، قطع شوية صوتك. شنو سؤالك؟
شو الفرق بين الفريسال فيرب والفريسال؟
شو الفرق بين
والسنتنس؟
الفريزال فيرب موضوع بروحه. الفريزال فيرب هو فيرب، يعني تصريفه عادي وتصرفه عادي وتحطه في الماضي وتحطه في المستقبل وكل شيء. يعني مثلا زي stay in، زي مثلا eat out، باهي هذه تو phrasal verb eat out. تقدر تقول I'm eating out tomorrow. مثلا I ate out yesterday، فتقدر تصرفها عادي زي كأنه فعل عادي، لكن هو يسموا فيه phrasal verb لأنه معاه طرف ثاني، معاه الطرف اللي معاه عادة يا إما يكون preposition، يا إما يكون مرات يكون لو في العادة preposition يكون، لكن الطرف اللي معاه يقولوا له particle. فالphrasal verb دي يجيك طرفين معاه حاجة يعني stay in eat out مثلا، عرفت؟ لكن ماليش علاقة بالفريز، الفريز اللي هي عبارة بروحها يعني. هي عبارة الفريز هي عبارة ما فيهاش فاعل وما فيهاش فعل. مثلا in the morning هذه تعتبر فريز لأن ما فيهاش فعل. لو أنت زدت لها فعل وفاعل حتصبح sentence. تقول مثلا I study English in the morning، خلاص لو أنت ضميتها للفعل فاعل تصبح sentence، لكن بروحها هيك من غير شيء فتعتبر phrase.
Okay.
All right. So now, number 3A, we want to write in, on, or at. So we say in the week. What about the weekend? What do we say?
The weekend.
Do we say in, or do we say on, or do we say at?
At the weekend.
At the weekend.
Correct. We say at the weekend. What about Friday evenings?
On Friday evening.
On Friday evening.
That's correct. What about Saturdays?
On Saturdays.
And
at night.
Correct.
At night.
Right.
At night.
Sunday afternoons?
On Sunday afternoon.
On Sunday.
Right. What
In
about
the
morning?
In the morning.
Good. And
at
2 o'clock?
At.
Right. Okay, so now we want to use these sentences to talk about our routine, okay? So it says here, write 3 true sentences and 3 false sentences about your free time. Use phrases from number 2 and number 3. Okay, so I'm going to give you a sentence now about me, but I want you to tell me if it's true or if it's false, okay? So, I have coffee with friends on Saturdays. Is this true or false?
True.
It's false. Okay, it's not true. I don't have coffee with friends on Saturdays. Sometimes I do, I think. Maybe it's not false. Maybe it's true. I can say I sometimes have coffee with friends on Saturdays. Now it's true, but it's not always, okay? So some Saturdays, yes, but not all Saturdays, not all the time. So here the idea, you can mix and you can make sentences using these expressions and these times, and I want you to also add adverbs of frequency, okay? So I want you to also add always, usually, often, sometimes, hardly ever, and never. Okay, so you can mix. So I want each one of you to give me 3 sentences that are true and 3 sentences that are false, and we have to guess. So for example, Suhaib, you can start. You can give us 3 sentences which are true and 3 sentences which are false. And we'll try to guess which are true, which ones are true, which ones are false. Don't tell us. Okay?
I don't understand the question. Can you repeat it?
Can I start?
Okay, I'll explain the question for you again, and then Kilani can start. Okay, so Suhaib, so the idea in this question, Suhaib, we want to make 6 sentences. Okay.
Okay.
3 of the sentences are false. You will say them, but they are not true for you. You'll make false sentences. Okay, that's the idea.
Yes.
So you'll make 3 of them which are false, and 3 of them are true. But we, Kilani and I, we don't know which one is true, which one is false. We don't know. So we will guess. We will say this is true, this is false, and we will see which one is true and which one is false. Okay, but you will mix them. You mix true and false together. You get the idea?
Yes.
Okay, so let's listen to Kilani first. Okay, he will do it, and you and I, so I will try to say which one is true, which one is false. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you can start, Kilani, and we will guess.
I have coffee with the friends. I always have coffee with the friends on Saturday afternoon.
I think this is false. What do you think, Suhaib?
False.
Is it false or true?
Yes, false.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, give us another example, huh?
I always watch TV on Friday evening.
What do you think, Suhaib?
Yes, it's true.
Is it true, Kilani?
No.
Okay, it's false. Another false sentence. Okay.
Yes. I usually stay in at night.
What do you think, Suhaib?
Yeah, it's true.
No.
It's not true. It's also false. Okay, another one is false.
I go shopping on Saturday. I usually go shopping on Saturdays.
So this is true.
Yes, true. I go to the cinema. No. I do sport. I always do sport in the morning.
This is also true, right?
Yes.
True.
Okay. Okay.
I always visit my family or relatives. I always visit my relatives on Friday evening.
On Friday evenings or on Fridays.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Do you have another sentence, or I think you did 6, right?
Can I?
Do you want to add another one?
Yes.
Okay, you can add another one.
I eat out. I usually eat out at the weekend.
I think this is true.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, okay. So thanks, Kilani. Now we'll hear Suhaib's examples, Suhaib's sentences. Okay, so tell us your sentences, Suhaib.
I always get up at 5 a.m.
Okay. What do you think, Kilani?
False.
Okay.
Yes, false.
Okay.
I usually have lunch at 2 p.m. o'clock.
What do you think, Kilani? I think maybe this is true.
I think 3 o'clock.
Yes.
So this means it's false.
Yes, false.
Right.
I often eat out at the week.
Yes, true.
I think it's true.
No, it's false.
Okay.
I afraid for coronavirus. Yes.
Ah, so you stay in, so you don't go out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Like me, yes.
I never go out all the week.
So you stay in, you stay at home.
No, false.
Is this
Yes,
false or
this is false. I hardly ever go out.
but not never.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
That's it.
Okay, good. Very nice. Very good. So this is how we can make sentences in present simple, okay? So you can mix them together. You can mix expressions, you can mix time, you can mix frequency, adverbs, and you can make good sentences this way. So present simple is an important grammatical tense because we use a lot. We use it a lot. We use present simple a lot, okay? If you want to talk about your routine, if you want to talk about things you like, all of this is present simple. So it's very important to use present simple correctly. All right, so we have another exercise now. Let's check number 4. Let's go to exercise 4. Where is exercise 4? Here it is, exercise 4. Okay, before, very quickly, I want to check. I think there's a message I need to check. But can you do number 4? Can you put it in the correct order? I think this is easy, number 4.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the first thing?
The 1st of January.
January.
Correct.
February 20th. 28th.
Okay, so this is the second one.
Yes.
Yes.
What about number 3?
And the
16th.
16th of March.
Okay.
April 7th.
April 7th.
April 7th.
Okay.
May the 2nd, yes.
The first.
Okay.
The 1st, yes. Of May.
May the 31st.
Yes. And
June 19th.
Correct.
July the
13th.
13th.
August 22nd.
Okay.
August 22nd.
September the 10th.
September the 10th.
November.
30th
November
of November.
Correct.
1st. December 25. The 25. 5th.
5th. 25th. Yes.
5th. Yes.
All right. Okay. So this is just, I think, practice for how to say dates. Take turns to say ask 7 people when their birthday is. Okay, we can skip this one. All right, so number 5 here. Let's make sentences with these words. Okay, so here we have words. Okay, so we want to put it in the correct order. But I think you should talk about yourself. No. We don't add anything. We can just put it in the correct order. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So number 2 and 3, Kilani, and number 4 and 5, Suhail.
Okay. I hardly ever sleep in the afternoons.
Okay.
I sometimes I'm sometimes
I'm sometimes, correct. This is how you start. I'm sometimes.
Sometimes. Where's the verb?
There's no verb here because you have verb to be. I'm. So you can't. There's no infinitive.
Ah, yes. Sometimes on
Can you repeat it? Your voice is. I think your connection is.
You can hear me?
Now I can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Can you repeat it? We didn't hear your answer.
Sometimes. I can.
Okay. So I'm sometimes
at home.
At home.
On Friday evenings, yes.
Yes. I'm sometimes at home.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes.
I'm sometimes at home.
On Friday evening.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Number 4 and 5. Sorry.
Yes, my friends don't often go out in my my friends don't often sometimes.
There's no sometimes.
Yes, my friends don't often go out in my in the week.
That's correct. Can you repeat it again? All of it?
My friends don't often go out in the week.
Correct. My friends don't often go out in the week. And the last one?
My friends always remember my birthday.
Correct. My friends always remember my birthday. Very good. Very good. Okay, so this is the revision for Unit 3, I think. Okay, so we can skip this one. But we can do this one. Let's do this one. It says, which of these sentences are true for you? Okay, so Kilani, from sentence 1 to 5, which of them is true for you? And which of them is false for you?
2 and 3 false.
And if you want to change them and make them true, how can you say them to make them true?
Okay. 2 and 3. Okay.
To make them true about you, of course.
Yes. I hardly never. No, true. Number 1, yes. 2, yes, true.
Okay, what about 3?
Sometimes. I'm usually go. Can I change it?
If you want to use go, you have to remove. Okay. You have to remove am.
Okay, I'm never I never at.
I never
at home on Friday evening.
Very good. I'm never at home on Friday evenings.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Number 4 and 5, are they true for you? Danny?
No, false.
4 and 5 are false for you?
4 false. True. 4 false.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And yes, and 5 false.
So both of them are false, 4 and 5.
Yes.
Okay. Can you make them true about you?
Okay. You can start Sohaib and then.
Okay. What about you, Sohaib? Which ones are true for you and which ones are false?
Number 1, it's false.
Okay, can you change it and make it true for you?
I usually work on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. And number 2?
Number 2, it's true.
Okay. What about 3?
It's false.
Mm-hmm. Can you make it true for you?
I sometimes at home on Friday evenings. It's true.
Okay, it's true.
It's false. It's always.
Aha, can you say it with always?
I always at home at Friday evening.
Okay, can you repeat it again?
I'm sometimes on at home on Friday evenings.
Okay, and you want to change it with always?
Yes.
Okay, can you do it with always?
I'm always on at home on Friday evening.
Right, very good. Okay. Number 4 and 5, what about you, Sohaib? Are they true, false?
It's false.
It's false. Can you make it true?
It's false. Number 4.
Okay, can you change it and make it true for you?
My friends go out in the week.
My friends
go out, always go out in the week.
Very good. My friends always go out in the week. Good. And the last one?
At number 5, my friends hardly ever remember my birthday.
Okay. My friends hardly ever remember my birthday. Okay, what about you, Kilani? Can you, number 4 and 5, are they true for you or not true?
Okay. No, false.
They're false?
No, false.
Can you make them true for you?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
My friends don't usually go in the week.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Usually.
You want to say don't usually go, or
Okay.
you want to say don't, you want to say they usually go?
No, don't usually.
Okay, because here with the negative, we say don't often, but we don't say don't usually. Do you get the idea?
Okay.
You can change it with a positive. You can say my friends sometimes or usually or never or hardly ever.
Okay.
or always?
It's my. Can I change?
Yeah, you can change it.
My friends usually go in the week. Go
Okay.
out in the week.
Yes, my friends usually go out in the week. Good. And the last one?
Yes. My friends often remember my birthday.
Very nice. Very good. Okay. So that's good. We've finished with Unit 3. Next lesson, we will talk a little bit about Unit 4. Okay. So if you haven't done your workbook, please catch up and try to finish everything in Unit 1, 2, 3, so we can start with Unit 4, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so have a nice week and see you next time. Good night.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.